Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel where we're going to be playing around with two specific Battlefield 6 vehicles, the IFV Infantry Fighting Vehicle and the Apache Attack Helicopter. So whilst I play you in with some IFV gameplay, let me quickly explain the two objectives I've got for this video. First and foremost, I just want to join in on the fun and share with everybody what I've learned from an evening of playing in the beta. There's actually quite a lot to know about what's changed, so maybe I can save people a little bit of time if you haven't had the chance to play yet, or if you're struggling a bit with some of the changes. And secondly, and I mean this most sincerely, I would love to hear from you guys. I'm not the law, there's nothing to say I'm necessarily 100% right. If I've misunderstood any element of vehicle gameplay, I'd love it if you could put me right. Let's share and make each other better. So, with that said, the structure of the video is going to be starting off with part 1 IFV gameplay, going through what I consider to be the most material things to know, biggest changes since Battlefield 2042 or any other of the franchise games that I've played. And then in part 2, I'm going to switch over and do exactly the same thing with the Apache helicopters. Even though I'm going to be starting with the IFVs, because that's just the order in which I played last night, the Apaches have had extremely profound changes, particularly in how the anti-air mitigations like the flares work. On the surface it looks the same, but it's really not. Alright, let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. Right, so when it comes to the IFVs and fighting other vehicles, what do you need to know? The first and most important thing is to always make sure that you cycle your weapons to maximize your uptime. Your primary cannon carries 12 rounds, which you need to empty to reload, and then you have a guided missile. When the fight against another vehicle begins, here's what you do. First, just make sure you're nice and lined up, and then immediately switch over to your guided missile. There it goes if you didn't see it fire. And make sure you get that damage right up front and let the guided missile reload while you empty the magazine on your primary cannon. Back away, let everything reload, and get ready for round 2. Now, if the other guy's got engineers, there's probably going to be a round 3. I don't have my guided missile back, so I've got to lead with my primary cannon for now, and the moment it reloads, like you can see down there, switch back and shoot. There we go, that's the win, and my thank you to you, whoever you were player, that was a great fight. The thing to note is if you don't keep leading with your guided missile and getting that maximum damage, you're probably going to lose the fight. Now, a few moments later after capturing D, their IFV spawned back in, which is going to give me a great segue to the next point. So after getting blindsided like that, my health is low and I've got to run. Now, here's an interesting thing. In Battlefield 6, it's actually the gunner seat, seat 2, that has the covering smoke, not the driver. So that player now has an extra job to do. When they see that their vehicle is being attacked, they can actually block line of sight and help it to escape. It's no longer just the driver's responsibility to do that. And if you go back in time and watch how this plays out, I am deeply appreciative of how my C2 gunner saved me. Smoke is popped, giving me cover just to make sure I can get around the corner and repair myself. It's definitely a characteristic of Battlefield 6 to have close quarter vehicle-on-vehicle battles, so always be ready to switch over to plant that guided missile, empty the clip, back up, and then do the best you can to maximize your uptime. That's one of the main ways you're going to stay alive in BF6. So this raises a pretty obvious question. How does the driver repair the vehicle? Well, unlike other battlefields, whilst you do have a repair tool, you cannot use it when you want. You're only able to trigger the repair tool when your tank or vehicle is at critical damage. You can't just pop it to top yourself up when you feel like, and equally your health won't automatically regen either. So when you do take critical damage, you're going to see that you now have the option to use the tool, which will probably give you about 15-20% health. In practical terms, that's about 1 RPG's worth of damage, but the other thing to note here is that the regen on the repair is extremely slow, so when you're in the middle of a fight, you're really only going to get 1 use. I decided to stay on point here because I had engineers backing me up, but I very quickly got overpowered. Check it out. My tracks just got immobilized there. I'm not just sitting still waiting for death, I'm just genuinely screwed. Now, the other thing you can do to repair yourself and replenish your ammunition if you've run dry is to use a repair station. Yep, they were in Battlefield 5, but they're different here. You just have to park next to it, and they're very, very slow, and if you take damage, the process will be interrupted. You can't abuse them like you could in BF5. So now we've seen all of that, let's put it all together. Let the camera roll.
Objective Charlie has been seized by hostiles.
Emptied the clip so we can reload, and I destroyed the weapon station, so safe to move on.
Objective Bravo has been secured. Get the rocket on it.
Just in case you didn't see it, the LATV saved the IFV from the guided missile, so back up and reload and get ready for round 2.
All right, objective Charlie secured. That's it, that fucking works. Objective Bravo is under attack.
Took a fair bit of damage there and used a lot of ammo, so back to the repair station to get ready to go out again. So I guess before moving on, 2 more bits of wisdom about Battlefield 6. First, because you don't have APS or meaningful self-repair, just slow it down a little bit. Now usually I'd edit and skip forward, but I want to show this bit just for the next 30 seconds to kind of give an idea about the tempo that I am finding works very well in this game. I definitely have to slow it down compared to 2042, otherwise I just get overwhelmed by RPGs. So yeah, just take your time, check your corners, and make sure that it's safe to go ahead. And the final bit of wisdom I just give you is if you do come up against an MBT, be extremely careful. When I turned this corner, there was no tank. When I looked back the other way, there was a tank. So I took about 45% damage there, but I see that a lot of my players are moving forward, so after getting this tree off my head, I decide I'm going to go forward and help out. Maybe we can overpower the MBT. We did it! Now, let's take a look at what happens when you fight an MBT and there's no one to help you.
Be advised, mission keep on the offensive. Let's step it up. We begin our assault on Charlie. Hey!
So I maximized my uptime, but it ended inevitably as it would. So I lied. One last thing. The gunner seat. Yes, it's got a machine gun on it, which is very useful and it's fun. But it actually has a secondary function, which I haven't found terribly useful yet, but we never know. So if you change over to the alternate on the gunner seat, you get like a soft lamb laser designator, which I presume is to help drivers guided missiles. Now, why am I drawing so much attention to this? As of yet, I haven't actually seen the laser designator do anything useful. But there are very, very few weapons available in the beta, and if we think about other modern Battlefield titles where we have javelins and other guided missiles, potentially the helicopters are going to be able to take advantage of this, the jets, it's possible that the laser designator might become a thing. So just keep it in mind, but for the moment, like I say, it doesn't do terribly much. I recommend sticking to conventional wingman backup options. Anyway, we're getting dangerously close to engineer gameplay here, so let's move on to part 2 of the video, Apache gameplay. And by far the most important thing to open up with is how the flares work and don't work in Battlefield 6. Okay, here we go. So, I'm locking onto a helicopter, but as you can see, when the flares pop, what it does is it distracts my lock-on, but it doesn't actually prevent the helicopter from being locked on too. What this means, as I shoot this person down and explain, is that unless the flare is between you and the person locking you, it's not going to do anything. So instead of being blanket unlockable for 6 seconds like you were in 2042, you now have no idea whether the flares are going to make you safe or not.
Snipers at the top of F.
Roger, roger, going for it.
Tank there. Tank. Got him. He's toast. Go.
That's a lot less than the 6 to 8 seconds you normally have in 2042 or Delta Force, and we also learned this thing is do 95% damage. Check this out.
I've run out of You in the chopper?
Yeah, I'm just making a run for it. I should be safe.
Alright, I'm coming.
Or not. Shit, was that a one-shot? But to give you some good news, at least the helicopters come with auto repair. All you have to do is just hang back a little bit and it'll eventually kick in, like this.
Oh, you got to get lower to the thing. Okay.
But yeah, when it comes to deploying your flares, you cannot hang around. You have to run and break line of sight as fast as possible.
Cheeky.
Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here, mate.
Nice flying. Go, go, go.
So anyway, whilst in 2042 I used to feel sorry for Stinger players, I don't anymore. Kill them on sight. Kill them all immediately, please.
Ooh, getting shot by something.
So just a few final things before we let the camera roll and finish the video. The anti-personnel, as I'll call them, rockets work pretty much as you'd expect. There's nothing majorly different between Delta Force or Battlefield 2042, so you should be fine with that. They're also pretty effective against soft targets, so, you know, do feel free to go after the Vs if you see them.
We have Bravo under attack. Attack order has been set.
And finally, just be aware that as the pilot, at least in the beta, you don't have access to an AGM. Only the gunner's seat are going to be able to go after heavily armored vehicles on the ground, so unless you have someone playing that role, stay away from them because there's nothing you can do. Alright, less little editing to not waste your time. I'm going to let the camera roll now. I apologize for one little frame skip that happens at the beginning, and also my audio is a little bit quiet. I'll recalibrate it for future videos, but thank you for your understanding.
Let's go. Enemy helicopter. Yeah, got him. There he is. I got him, I got him, I got... He's there, tank right there. That's one on him. Get out of there, yeah.
Narrator me. Sorry, you can't hear my voice. I'm going low through the valley because we're trying to get around behind that vehicle for a second pass.
Yeah, covered by the mist. Love it. Yeah. There he is. I know. Bam. Yeah. Reloaded. Come on. Keep running, keep, here he comes. Got him, I got him, I got him, he's toast, he's toast. Okay, where is he? Yeah, I see him. Coming back. It's coming back. Oh, he's hit the tree. The mountain, rather. Tree.
Heavy fight, heavy fight.
Dead.
We're moving on objective Charlie.
Okay. Got that. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yep, he's there. I see him. I see him.
Narrate to me quickly. I have no idea why our respective AA missiles missed one another, but take the win.
Watch out. Back, you're back.
The enemy has secured Bravo.
Got a lock on the ground. Oh, I got him. Pig killer. Don't know how I got him. Killed somebody.
Heavy.
Where? Oh yeah. Dead. Shout, AA. Let's get low in the mist.
Just narrate to me
yeah,
again because you can't hear my voice. I'm staying low because something's locking me, but I can't tell if it's a ground vehicle or a jet above.
Yep, something's logging on you. No, he's way up the... Oh no, there's a UAV above us. Got a lock on the tank. Oh, one on top of him.
Do what I could.
He's not dead yet. Oh, now he is. Oh, wow. RPG.
You can't get upset when someone
Yeah.
RPGs you, you just have to applaud and say good shot. Right, I hope you found that useful, I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love your feedback. There's so much more to explore, we've only just begun. I am really enjoying myself, I hope you guys are too. Have a wonderful beta weekend, and I look forward to seeing what you guys are all up to. Have a fantastic weekend, sincerely have a lot of fun, we've all waited a long time for this. Catch you in the next one, bye bye.